Art to me is life. I wake up thinking about it, I sleep thinking about it, I see art in everything. Life can be hard sometimes and it's therapeutic to me. For me, creating something out of nothing is just, that's awesome to me. I don't know, there's just something about that that brings life to every day. My name's Franky Cardona. I'm an artist painter out here in Houston, Texas. I'm Mexican-American, and on my dad's side, his parents actually came from Mexico. It makes me proud to know that I came from an immigrant family. My father was in the Army, moved around a lot, and my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom, and both parents supported me totally. You know, they just let me do my thing. Born in Chicago, moved to Germany, and then kind of just moved all around the United States after that, then settled in to Houston, Texas when I was like 7 or 8, and yeah, pretty much Houston raised me. As a kid, what attracted me to art was creating something out of nothing, getting a blank canvas and creating a masterpiece. It gives me this feeling of just accomplishment, and it's just something about that I appreciate and love. I always knew that was my end game, was to be an artist. I was very shy as a kid, and I remember certain friends that I had, or certain people that I hung out with. Some of them were like part of the graffiti community and things like that. I did do some of that, but only in my sketchbooks. I could never do the legal aspect of it. So yeah, it was just something I always appreciated, because each piece, if you think about it, it's a piece of their DNA on the canvas. So the competitive side of me came out. I was like, oh man, that's super dope. All right, I need to try a little bit harder. At that point in my life, I didn't know it was possible to become a full-time actual painter and artist. And so got a job at a warehouse, worked at night. That was my time to kind of find myself, what I wanted to do, going through ups and downs and things like that. Just figuring out life, what I want to do going forward. That part of my life was kind of artless. Fast forward a few years, Instagram came about and I seen all these amazing artists posting their pictures, and I was like, man, you can be doing that. I remember doing these like little 8x10 drawings and selling them. Then I got into painting, and then people started wanting canvases. Social media is a good and bad thing sometimes, but like I thank God it came about because it helped me get back into it. It was free marketing at that time. So I posted, pictures when I was done, and got all these likes and comments and things like that. But it was Andre Johnson from the Houston Texans, one of the best wide receivers out there, and he was interested in my art. That was one of the first experiences I had with what my art could do and the connections that it could bring me. It created this domino effect in my art career. I ended up doing a job at Minute Maid Park when the Houston Astros won the World Series that year. It was a sink or swim feeling, and I was like, man, I'm swimming as hard as I can. It was a little scary. I tell people all the time, if your work ethic is greater than your dream, then it's guaranteed. Houston has a huge support system for our community. To me, it's the diversity. There's so many different cultures out here. That Southern hospitality, that's something I've noticed. Working on the railroad, I went to different cities and things like that, and there's nothing like Houston. I'm telling you, like it's different. Having this new studio out here in Edo is perfect. The vibe out here screams creative. Every time I create a piece, it's however I'm feeling that day. If I want to do like photorealism, then I'll do that. If I want to do abstract one day, I'll do that. But the one that I love the most is this colorful style. Spray paint is my other, medium that I love to work with as well. I don't think anybody needs anybody's approval, but it does feel good to hear that, hey, your work is appreciated. I guess I am living the dream, my dream. It's something that I wanted to do, and I chased it, and I'm making it work. I'm making it happen. Create as much as possible, make as many mistakes as you can, and follow your dream.